Hey, Brian here at Tampa Scalp Inc. Hope everyone's having an awesome day. Let's get here for a bike ride real quick. So topic of today is how much does scalp micropigmentation cost? What's the going rates? How much are most people charging? So I charge $25.99 for the full head. Full head means the top, we blend down the sides and then to the back. I don't really do all the way down by the sideburns, all the way to the back line. There are certain circumstances where I will do some down in that area if there's scarring or something like that, but in general I try to make it blend down like a fade, so when you cut it low it goes really even. But like I said, $25.99 is what I charge. You know, from $2,500 to probably $5,000 is the average. Anywhere in between there you'll be okay with a good service provider. Depending on where you're at, you know, if you're in New York, if you're in LA, these big markets, obviously it's going to be more expensive than a smaller town. But in general, that's what you should be paying. So anything less than that, I'd be a little scared about. Now you're going to have people in training and stuff like that. So obviously it's going to be a low rate, but you know, you get what you pay for in that circumstance. Will they mess you up? Hopefully not, but it'll probably take longer to get to the end result, you know. And then you have other providers that don't do much service and do 90% of training. So what those guys will do will tell you a high rate, and then they'll say, okay, well, we'll actually give you 50% off if you do it in training. And then they'll have someone they're training do your head along with them. So, you know, it is what it is. If you want an experienced artist to do your head, you're going to have to pay for it. But you get what you pay for, and the results are going to show that. So, but yeah, so scars, I usually charge $9.99 for a hair transplant scar, and you know, I also factor in how many times I'm going to see that customer, because with hair transplant scars, you don't want to go super crazy on those and go really hard and make the scar instead of bright, dark. So instead of them having a bright ring on the back of their head, now they got a dark line on the back of their head, you know. So that's why I try to factor in doing multiple sessions with that, and then my price includes them coming back. I don't really work off the Nordic scale too much. I'll break mine down into sessions. So $7.99 initial session, $5.99 each session after. And I usually tell people it takes up to 4 sessions, because everyone's different. Everyone heals differently. There's a million scenarios. You know, someone that just has the top right here gone and a little bit in the light in the back is going to be just as much work as someone that has the whole top gone. It's going to take, you know, that much time just to go over the whole thing anyways. So like I said, everyone's a little bit different, but so, you know, the basic is, you know, $2,500 to probably $5,000, depending on where you're at, is good. The going rate. $5,000 is on the really high side. Probably closer to 25 to 35, I would say, was the real average. But like I said, depending on where you're at and what city, is going to be what you need to factor in on that too. So. But yeah, any questions, tampascalpinc.com, 813-625-6062. And if you have a hair transplant scar, I can cover that. If you need some more density from a hair transplant, I could go over that. And like I said, the basic is you get what you pay for. If you go cheap and you go to a tattoo shop that has not been trained in this, or you go to a permanent makeup artist, or even an SMP artist that doesn't have experience, and they go too hard on your head and they really black it out, I mean, that's going to be a really worst case scenario. So this isn't like a scare tactic or anything like that. Just do your research on whoever's doing it. Look at their videos, look at their pictures, look at their Google reviews, stuff like that. So just do your research. Don't go off of price, go off of actual work. So hope everyone has an awesome day. See you guys.